Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Grayson Motorsports, the aftermarket leader for side-by-side parts and accessories. And by Tribotex, make your engine last longer.
Standing by at the rockauto.com desk, and we actually have some breaking news, right, Tom Taylor?
We do. The first news is about 20 years ago, Chilton and Haynes combined and became one company. But then the breaking news is in 2020, another company bought up Chilton and Haynes.
And Chilton and Haynes do the service manuals for a lot of vehicles.
Right. They used to take apart vehicles and document it in manuals, paper manuals, and they have discs also. Well, the company that bought them in 2020 announced that they're not going to make any more new manuals for new vehicles as they come out, neither on paper or on disc. The good news is rockauto.com will still have the existing print manuals indefinitely. As long as this new company keeps printing them, we'll have them for sale. And we also have reproduction factory repair manuals on disc or on paper. And that's the official factory manuals. You can't go wrong there. Something else we have for some, especially classic vehicles, is reproduction owner's manuals, what was in the glove box originally.
Very cool.
And even sales brochures from the dealerships would have in racks for some classic vehicles. I
love it. So the service manuals come in handy if you actually need to make a repair on that vehicle, but also for the collector, this is some nostalgia as well.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now, where can we find this on the rockauto.com website?
Under the literature category.
Excellent. So tons and tons and tons of parts, plus a lot of things that go along with the vehicle and some things for nostalgia's sake, which is very cool. Check it all out at rockauto.com. At NHOU Protective Coatings, Joe's taught us a ton about fighting rust underneath our car. But Joe, this isn't a magic bullet. This isn't just a one and done sort of thing. What do we have to do to make this a routine?
Right, you're never going to beat Mother Nature. So what we're doing is slowing her down, and this is an annual application. You want to just be proactive.
In the course of applying these products underneath the car, you've come across something a little more heavy duty.
Yes, so we discovered there were weak points in our system, and one of them was the washout areas, the very abrasive areas like the wheel wells, the backs of the bumpers. And so what we did was we came out with a heavy-duty version of our oil, which will substantially extend the protection time.
How does it work compared to the other products you have?
Same product. It doesn't have quite the creeping ability, but what we do is we only put it in the areas where it's washout and you don't need it to creep. We can see it, we get 100% coverage.
How do I know this is the product that I want?
We have actually introduced in our shop this year what we call NHOU HD. So we've slightly refined the formula in the wheel well guard, and now we're applying this to substantial areas under the undercarriage of your vehicle for that high-use, heavy traffic commercial driver who isn't getting a full year on the chassis with the oil itself. You can come into our shop and we will spray the much thicker version of our product, the HD, on the undercarriage, including oil and body cavities, which is critical, but that will extend the protection close to a year, in some cases maybe 2.
Well, we can assure you it's super goopy. In fact, check that. I mean, boy, that's really thick stuff. And I'm going to show you how viscous this is. Believe me, folks, I do my own stunts here. Ready for this? That's amazing stuff. It is the NHOU HD. And you can check out that and the rest of their products at NHOUundercoating.com.
You're a braver man than I am.
We sure are glad you came along for the ride today, and we're going to do it next week, so please join us then. In the meantime, if you have a product you'd like to see on the show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. He'd like to hear from you, and we'd like to see you here in the studio. Until next week, from our Borla studios, from our entire crew, we'll see you.